Show us some classics. The Bible, To the Lighthouse, and Moby Dick. This is all you need to know. Anything else will make you sick, crazy. And that's why we're here. To protect you and to keep you safe and happy. Understood?
Yes, sir!
Censorship has been in the news a lot lately. Donald Trump has been banned from Twitter. The social media network Parler has been shut down. The hashtag #WalkAway movement was kicked off of Facebook and its founders were banned. Even Ron Paul had been locked out of his Facebook account temporarily for posting against community standards. With our dependency on big tech, censorship has become a huge issue. But what if I were to tell you that there might already be a solution for this? Welcome to the Zeitgeist, guys. In order to fully understand the problem of censorship online, we first need to understand how the web works. Tim Berners-Lee created the World Wide Web in 1989, and this first iteration, or Web 1.0, is commonly referred to as the read-only web, or as Vice President Al Gore called it, the information superhighway. The first iteration of the web was much like an online library, with very little user interaction. Most websites were built using static HTML pages. In the late 90s, this started to change as Web 2.0 introduced big improvements in server-side technologies such as PHP, Java, or Python. The Web 2.0 brought much more user interaction as this iteration of the web saw the rise of social media and web apps could now work in tandem with each other. Although the Web 2.0 has completely changed the world and revolutionized mass communications, it has led to a consolidation of wealth by the big tech companies such as Google, Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, and Apple. While these companies have powered the stock market to reach record highs, they also have nearly complete control to crush competition and censor voices at their will. The way that the web works now is that when you enter a website, the request goes to DNS, which is like the phone book of the internet. DNS translates domain names into IP addresses and then points your device towards a web server. This server contains both the back-end code under the hood of the website and all of the data. This has created a single point of failure, meaning that if the server fails for any reason at all, then the website fails. Amazon Web Services, or AWS for short, dominates cloud storage as it is estimated that they control roughly 33% of the market. AWS used this power to pull the rug out from under the social media network Parler by cutting off their server access. Also, YouTube creators are entirely beholden to YouTube, which is owned by Google, meaning that they can be banned from the platform at any time. Web apps are highly dependent on Apple and Google to provide them in their app stores, as seen by recent actions taking Parler out of their stores. The inventor of the web, Tim Berners-Lee, believes that the internet has strayed quite a bit from its original mission, and he has laid out a document called the Magna Carta of the web, which says that governments must ensure that its citizens have access to all of the internet all of the time, and that their privacy is respected so that they can be online freely, safely, and without fear. So how will this happen? Blockchain technology. The first use for blockchain technology was Bitcoin, which was released in 2009. Since then, the technology has greatly evolved, giving rise to what could potentially be a new decentralized web, or the Web 3.0. With the Web 2.0, large companies like Amazon have server houses all over the world, and they are in complete control of those servers. With blockchain, independent users, called nodes, pool together their server space, replacing the need for a central entity to control it. This means that servers cannot be taken down unless literally every node is taken down, which is nearly impossible to do. Whenever content is posted on the blockchain, thousands of nodes replicate this content, each having their own copy of this distributed ledger. In this way, large blockchains such as Ethereum are like serverless world computers. Each time information or data is added to the blockchain, it becomes immutable, unless a single entity controls 51% of the nodes, which is also nearly impossible. In the case of Parler, no company like Amazon would be able to revoke their server space in one fell swoop. Strangely enough, Skynet from the Terminator films was also able to manifest itself very much like this.
By the time Skynet became self-aware, it had spread into millions of computer servers across the planet. Ordinary computers in office buildings, dorm rooms, everywhere. It was software in cyberspace. There was no system core. It could not be shut down. The attack.
Blockchain even allows for you to make your own domain name. Typically, domain names go through DNS, as mentioned earlier, as being the phone book of the internet to find the right IP address. Blockchain domain names are actually stored in a cryptocurrency wallet, exactly like cryptocurrency. In order to get a crypto domain name, you pay a one-time fee to buy the domain name, which lives on a major blockchain such as Ethereum. A major component of the Web 3.0 is decentralized storage. Currently, companies such as Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and Oracle provide cloud storage, but as mentioned earlier, blockchain storage would employ thousands of independent nodes around the world to compete with the storage space provided by these companies. IPFS, or Interplanetary File System, is a distributed file system that allows the user to make requests for specific content instead of the server location that hosts the content. Many cryptocurrencies are competing in the file storage space, such as Filecoin, Swarm, Sia, and Storage. These would replace services such as Google Drive and would give users complete control over their files. Decentralized storage systems fulfill the back-end role of databases, but decentralized apps, or dApps, work in tandem with file storage systems and are built with back-end code that runs on the blockchain instead of with services like AWS. Normally, apps need to be downloaded from the Apple Store or via Google for Androids, but this is not the case with dApps. This means that blockchain replacements of Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube can be created. And in fact, some of them already have. Steemit is a blockchain-based blogging and social media website similar to Reddit. It's got over 1 million users, it's built on its own blockchain, and it uses its own currency to reward users. LBRY is a decentralized digital content sharing platform that could potentially compete with YouTube at some point. Besides just video sharing and viewing, LBRY allows for developers to build applications on the network. And the digital content consists of movies, music, games, podcasts, books, and pictures. There are no ads, and creators are paid directly by the consumers with LBRY's own currency. What does a world of decentralization look like? Many fear that it could greatly amplify black markets, such as in the case of Bitcoin's early use on Silk Road. But others feel that it could lead to a world with a truly free marketplace of ideas. Beyond the Western countries, what could this mean for countries with even more censorship, such as China and Iran? Could a blockchain-powered Web 3.0 completely disrupt the current paradigm of the world? That's the Zeitgeist, guys. There's a ton more to cover regarding blockchain, and this is only the first in a long series of videos that I plan on doing on the subject. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing your comments down below. If you like my content, then definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.